6 signs your diet is impacting your long-term heart health. Your heart is the engine of your body, and what you eat in your teens and 20s sets the stage for how well it runs for decades to come. While heart disease may seem like a distant concern, poor dietary habits can quietly build risks that show up later as high cholesterol, hypertension, or even heart attacks. Some young adults fuel their bodies with balanced meals, feeling energized and maintaining healthy vitals, while others rely on fast food or sugary drinks, unaware of the silent damage accumulating in their arteries. The difference often lies in recognizing early signs that your diet is impacting your long-term heart health. In this article, we're exploring 6 signs that your diet may be putting your heart at risk, based on guidelines from the American Heart Association and other leading health research. These aren't vague warnings or assumptions. They're rooted in science, reflecting dietary patterns that cardiologists and nutritionists link to cardiovascular health. By the end, you'll know exactly what to look for in your eating habits, how these choices affect your heart, and what steps you can take to protect your cardiovascular system for the future. Stay with us until the end, because you might be overlooking small habits that could have a big impact on your heart. Recognizing these signs will give you a clear path to eat smarter and live longer. Let's dive in. Sign 1. High sugar intake. The first sign that your diet may be impacting your long-term heart health is a high intake of added sugars, especially from sugary drinks like sodas, energy drinks, or sweetened coffees. Excess sugar raises triglyceride levels, a type of fat in your blood that increases heart disease risk. According to a 2021 American Heart Association study, consuming more than 25 grams of added sugar daily is linked to a 60% higher risk of cardiovascular issues, even in young adults. Consider 2 people, Mia and Noah, both 22 years old. Mia drinks water or unsweetened tea, keeping her sugar intake low, and her energy feels steady. Noah, however, starts his day with a large sweetened coffee and grabs a soda with lunch, often exceeding 50 grams of added sugar. Mia's heart benefits from her low-sugar diet, but Noah's high sugar intake could be raising his triglycerides, silently stressing his arteries. High sugar intake doesn't just affect your waistline. It promotes inflammation, raises blood pressure, and contributes to fatty deposits in arteries. Over time, this can lead to atherosclerosis, a major cause of heart attacks. The good news is that you can cut back. Swap sugary drinks for water, check labels for hidden sugars in snacks, and aim for less than 25 grams of added sugar daily. Try this. Replace one sugary drink with sparkling water for a week. Reflect on your diet. Do you limit sugary drinks and snacks, or are they a daily habit? High sugar intake could be your heart's first warning sign. Sign 2. Low fruit and vegetable intake. The second sign that your diet is impacting your heart health is eating fewer than 5 servings of fruits and vegetables daily. These foods are packed with fiber, antioxidants, and potassium, which lower blood pressure and reduce heart disease risk. The World Health Organization in 2020 reported that low fruit and vegetable intake is linked to a 20% higher risk of hypertension, a major precursor to heart disease, even in younger adults. Imagine 2 people, Sarah and Liam, both 25 years old. Sarah eats a variety of fruits and vegetables, berries with breakfast, a salad at lunch, and roasted veggies with dinner, easily hitting 5 servings. Liam, however, rarely eats produce, sticking to pizza, chips, and sandwiches. Sarah's heart is protected by the nutrients in her diet, but Liam's low intake could be raising his blood pressure, putting strain on his cardiovascular system. A diet low in fruits and vegetables deprives your heart of protective compounds, increasing risks for cholesterol buildup and arterial damage. It can also lead to weight gain, which further stresses the heart. The good news is that you can boost your intake. Aim for at least 2 fruits and 3 vegetable servings daily, like an apple as a snack or spinach in a smoothie. Try this. Add 1 vegetable to dinner each night. Ask yourself, do you eat 5 or more servings of fruits and vegetables daily, or are they missing from your plate? Low intake could be a red flag for your heart. Sign 3. Frequent fast food consumption. The third sign that your diet may be harming your heart is frequent fast food consumption, which is high in trans fats, saturated fats, and sodium. These ingredients contribute to artery plaque buildup, a major cause of heart disease. A 2019 study in Circulation found that eating fast food more than twice a week increases the risk of coronary artery disease by up to 50%, even in people under 30. Think about two people, Emma and Ryan, both 23 years old. Emma cooks most of her meals, choosing grilled chicken or veggie stir-fries, and limits fast food to once a month. Ryan grabs fast food burgers and fries 3 times a week, drawn to convenience. Emma's heart stays clear of harmful fats, but Ryan's frequent fast food could be building plaque in his arteries, raising his risk for future heart issues. Fast food doesn't just clog arteries, it raises cholesterol, promotes inflammation, and can lead to obesity, all of which strain the heart. Over time, this habit can harden arteries, increasing heart attack risk. The good news is that you can reduce fast food. Plan meals ahead, keep healthy snacks like nuts on hand, and limit fast food to once a week or less. Try this. Pack a homemade lunch instead of hitting a drive-thru. Reflect on your habits. Is fast food a rare treat or a regular go-to? Frequent fast food could be silently damaging your heart. Sign 4. Skipping breakfast. The fourth sign that your diet is impacting your heart health is regularly skipping breakfast. A consistent morning meal helps regulate blood sugar and cholesterol levels, supporting cardiovascular health. According to a 2022 study in the Journal of Nutrition, skipping breakfast is associated with a 30% higher risk of elevated LDL cholesterol, the bad type that clogs arteries, even in young adults. Consider two people, Chloe and Ethan, both 27 years old. Chloe starts her day with oatmeal, fruit, or eggs, feeling energized and focused. Ethan often skips breakfast, rushing out the door with just coffee, and feels hungry by mid-morning. Chloe's breakfast supports her heart stability, but Ethan's habit could be raising his cholesterol, increasing his risk for heart disease over time. Skipping breakfast can lead to overeating later, spiking blood sugar and promoting fat storage, which stresses the heart. It's also linked to weight gain and insulin resistance, both heart disease risk factors. The good news is that you can make breakfast a habit. Keep quick options like Greek yogurt or whole grain toast ready, and aim for a mix of protein, fiber, and healthy fats. Try this. Prep overnight oats for a grab-and-go breakfast. Ask yourself, do you eat breakfast most days, or skip it regularly? Missing morning meals could be a warning for your heart. If you're still with us and finding this valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. Your support encourages us to keep sharing content to empower you. Let's keep going. Sign 5. Excessive sodium intake. The fifth sign that your diet may be harming your heart is consuming excessive sodium, more than 2,300 milligrams daily, the equivalent of about 1 teaspoon of salt. High sodium intake raises blood pressure by causing fluid retention, straining blood vessels. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention in 2023 reported that exceeding this limit increases hypertension risk by 40%, even in people in their 20s. Imagine two people, Ava and Lucas, both 24 years old. Ava cooks with fresh ingredients, using herbs for flavor, and keeps her sodium intake below 2,000 milligrams. Lucas relies on processed foods like canned soups, deli meats, and salty snacks, often hitting 4,000 milligrams daily. Ava's heart benefits from low sodium, but Lucas's excessive intake could be raising his blood pressure, stressing his cardiovascular system. Too much sodium doesn't just affect blood pressure. It can damage blood vessels, stiffen arteries, and increase heart attack risk over time. It's often hidden in processed foods, making it easy to overconsume. The good news is that you can cut back. Read labels, choose low-sodium versions of canned goods, and flavor meals with spices like garlic or paprika. Try this. Swap salty chips for unsalted nuts as a snack. Reflect on your diet. Do you keep sodium low, or rely on salty processed foods? Excessive sodium could be putting your heart at risk. Sign 6. Low fiber intake. The sixth and final sign that your diet is impacting your heart health is consuming less than 25 grams of dietary fiber daily. Fiber lowers cholesterol, regulates blood sugar, and reduces inflammation, all critical for heart health. A 2020 study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that low fiber intake increases heart disease risk by up to 25%, even in younger adults. Think about two people, Sophie and Ben, both 26 years old. Sophie eats fiber-rich foods like oats, beans, and vegetables, easily hitting 30 grams daily. She feels full and energized. Ben, however, eats low-fiber foods like white bread, pasta, and meat, rarely reaching 15 grams. Sophie's heart is protected by her fiber intake, but Ben's low-fiber diet could be raising his cholesterol and inflammation, increasing his heart disease risk. Low-fiber intake can lead to high cholesterol, weight gain, and poor blood sugar control, all of which strain the heart. It also promotes digestive issues, which can indirectly affect cardiovascular health. The good news is that you can boost fiber. Add whole grains like quinoa, snack on fruits like apples, and include legumes in meals. Try this. Swap white rice for brown rice at dinner. Ask yourself, do you eat 25 grams or more fiber daily, or fall short? Low fiber intake could be a final warning for your heart. If you're still reading and finding this helpful, please comment number 6 below to let me know you're here. Your feedback inspires us to keep creating content to empower you. Let's wrap up. Final thoughts. Now that you've explored these 6 signs, take a moment to reflect on your own eating habits. Are you fueling your heart with fruits, vegetables, and fiber while limiting sugar, sodium, and fast food? Or have you noticed habits like skipping breakfast or relying on processed foods creeping in? The good news is that your diet is within your control, and small changes today can protect your heart for decades. These signs, high sugar intake, low fruit and vegetable consumption, frequent fast food, skipping breakfast, excessive sodium, and low fiber, are your body's way of signaling what it needs to stay strong. Don't wait for a health scare to rethink your diet. Your heart powers your life, and smart choices now can prevent serious issues later. Start by tracking your meals, adding 1 fruit or vegetable serving daily, cutting back on fast food, and checking labels for sugar and sodium. Your future self will thank you. Take action today, and let your diet build a foundation for a healthy, thriving heart for years to come.